Hey there, fellow soil enthusiasts. If you've been following Soil Sage Chronicles for any length of time, you know I'm always on the hunt for simple, effective solutions that don't require a chemistry degree to understand. Today, I'm sharing something that literally transformed my gardening game and rescued more plants than I can count. A devastatingly effective 2-ingredient antifungal spray that tackles powdery root rot and a whole host of other fungal nightmares. I'll be honest with you, I stumbled upon this combination during one of my darkest gardening moments. Picture this: my prized tomato plants were wilting despite perfect watering, my peppers looked like they were giving up on life, and mysterious white patches were appearing on leaves throughout my garden. Sound familiar? If you've ever dealt with fungal issues, you know that sinking feeling when your plants start showing those telltale signs of distress. After countless hours of research and more failed remedies than I care to admit, I discovered the incredible synergy between two household staples, hydrogen peroxide and plain dish soap. Now, before you roll your eyes and think that's too simple to work, let me explain why this combination is absolutely revolutionary for fungal control. The magic happens when these two ingredients work together in perfect harmony. Hydrogen peroxide acts as your primary antifungal warrior, releasing oxygen that creates an environment where harmful fungi simply cannot survive. Meanwhile, dish soap serves as both a surfactant and a delivery system, helping the solution penetrate plant tissues and stick to fungal colonies long enough to do its work. Hydrogen peroxide, or H2O2, is essentially water with an extra oxygen molecule, and that extra oxygen is what makes it so lethal to anaerobic pathogens like root rot fungi. When it comes into contact with organic matter, it breaks down into water and oxygen, creating a hostile environment for fungal spores while being completely safe for your plants when used in the right concentrations. The dish soap component might seem like an odd addition, but it's actually crucial for effectiveness. Soap molecules have both hydrophilic or water-loving and hydrophobic or water-repelling ends, which means they can break down the waxy protective barriers that fungi use to shield themselves from treatments. This allows the hydrogen peroxide to penetrate deeper into infected tissues and reach fungi that might otherwise survive treatment. What makes this combination particularly brilliant is that it addresses multiple fungal issues simultaneously. While powdery root rot is often our primary concern, this spray also tackles powdery mildew, black spot, downy mildew, and even some bacterial infections that masquerade as fungal problems. After extensive testing in my own garden and, hearing feedback from fellow gardeners in our community, I've refined this recipe to perfection. For every gallon of water, you'll need 1 cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide and 1 tablespoon of mild dish soap. The key word here is mild. Avoid anything with added fragrances, colors, or harsh chemicals that could stress your plants. Mix the solution gently to avoid creating excessive foam, which can interfere with application. I always prepare my spray fresh because hydrogen peroxide loses its potency over time, especially when exposed to light. Store any leftover solution in a dark container, but honestly it's best to mix only what you need for immediate use. The concentration is critical here. Too weak, and you won't see results. Too strong, and you risk damaging plant tissues. This ratio has been tested extensively, and really it provides maximum fungal control while maintaining plant safety. Timing is everything when it comes to antifungal treatments. I've learned that early morning application works best, giving plants time to dry before evening when humidity levels rise. Never spray during the heat of the day, as this can cause leaf burn even with gentle solutions. Start with the soil around affected plants, focusing on the root zone where fungal infections often begin. Drench the soil thoroughly, ensuring the solution penetrates to where root rot fungi typically establish themselves. Don't be shy about getting the soil really saturated. This is where the real battle happens. For foliar application, you'll want to use a fine mist setting on your sprayer, and really try to cover all leaf surfaces, including the undersides where fungi just love to hide. Pay special attention to spots where leaves touch the soil, or where air circulation isn't so great because honestly, these areas are major fungal hotspots. The treatment schedule I recommend is every 3 days for active infections, and then once a week for prevention once you've got things under control. Consistency is key here. Sporadic treatments, well, they rarely provide lasting results. While powdery root rot might have brought you here, this spray actually tackles an impressive range of fungal problems. I've successfully used it against powdery mildew on my cucumbers, black spot on roses, and even early blight on tomatoes. The versatility really makes it an essential tool in any gardener's arsenal. For powdery mildew, focus on leaf surfaces and make sure you get good coverage on new growth, since that's usually where the fungus first shows up. With black spot, pay attention to those lower leaves and work on improving air circulation around your plants. And for soil-borne issues like damping off in seedlings, treat the potting mix before planting and keep soil moisture consistent, but definitely avoid waterlogging. One of the reasons I love this solution is its safety profile. Unlike harsh chemical fungicides, hydrogen peroxide breaks down into harmless water and oxygen, leaving no toxic residues. However, like any treatment, it requires thoughtful application. Always test on a small area first, especially with sensitive plants. Some varieties with particularly delicate foliage might show slight browning at the recommended concentration. If this happens, dilute the solution by half and test again. Avoid spraying open flowers as the soap can interfere with pollinator activity. Instead, focus on foliage and stems, treating flowers only if absolutely necessary, and preferably in the evening when pollinators are less active. While this spray is incredibly effective for treating existing infections, the best approach combines treatment with prevention. Improve air circulation around plants, avoid overhead watering when possible, and maintain proper plant spacing to reduce humidity around foliage. Soil health plays a crucial role in fungal prevention. Well-draining soil with good organic matter content supports beneficial microorganisms that naturally suppress harmful fungi. I always recommend incorporating compost and avoiding compacted growing conditions. Regular monitoring is your best defense. Check plants weekly for early signs of fungal issues, and honestly, don't wait for problems to become severe before taking action. Early intervention with this spray can prevent minor issues from becoming garden-wide disasters. Sometimes gardeners don't see immediate results, and there are usually specific reasons. If the spray isn't working as expected, check your hydrogen peroxide concentration. Old bottles lose potency pretty quickly. Also, make sure you're applying thoroughly to all affected areas, including soil surfaces. Weather conditions can really impact how effective your treatments are. High humidity or frequent rain, for example, can wash away treatments before they even have a chance to work. In these situations, you might need to reapply more often or just wait for a better weather window. If infections keep coming back even after proper treatment, it could mean you're dealing with a bacterial issue instead of a fungal one. Or maybe there's some environmental stress that just looks like a fungal problem. It's important to address those underlying growing conditions along with your treatment for the best results. This simple 2-ingredient spray has honestly become my go-to solution for tackling fungal problems and, well, I'm pretty confident it'll become yours too. The combination of hydrogen peroxide and dish soap really delivers professional-level results, and the best part is you probably already have both ingredients at home. Just remember, successful gardening isn't about having the most expensive tools or the most complicated solutions. It's really about understanding how simple ingredients can work together to solve real problems. This spray, honestly, exemplifies that philosophy perfectly. Are you ready to transform your approach to fungal management? Give this powerful combination a try and honestly, watch your plants thrive like never before. Don't forget to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more game-changing gardening solutions, and be sure to share this article with fellow gardeners who are tired of losing the battle against fungal infections. Together, we're building a community of empowered gardeners who know that sometimes the best solutions are hiding in plain sight.